Hello everyone. In this video session, I am going to explain part 221 of Java for Tester series, that is list interface. So what is list interface? List interface, list interface is the child interface. List interface is the child interface of the collection interface of collections frameworks. Okay, in collections framework, this list interface is the child interface of the collection interface. Let me show you guys. So here, this is a collections framework. Under that, we have this collection interface. Under that, we have the list interface. So here, list interface is the child interface of the collection interface, which is part of the collections framework. Okay. So what is list interface? It's the child interface of the collection interface of the collections framework. Okay. The first thing. So what is the purpose? What's the purpose of this list interface? The purpose is same, guys. Okay, the purpose of the list interface is same as the purpose of the its parent interface, that is collection interface. Whatever the purpose of this collection interface is there, the same purpose the list interface has. Okay, in fact, the child classes also, in fact, the child classes of this list interface also has the same purpose. Okay, the purpose of the list interface is same as the purpose of the collection interface, which is the parent of the list interface, and also the purpose of this child classes of this list interface is also same as the purpose of this list interface. Fine. So what is the purpose of this list interface then, which is same as the collection interface? Is to group individual objects as a as a as a entity, as an entity, as a single entity, you can say. To group individual objects as a single entity. Okay, the purpose of the collection interface is also same, that is to group individual objects as a single entity. Let's say there's a box and we have different objects, object 1, object 2, object 3, object 4, object 5, object 6, object 7, like this. There are several objects, there are several individual objects. If you want to group all these objects into this single entity, okay, into this single entity, then we have to use this collection interface or its child interfaces and classes. Anything you can use, guys. Collection interface, its child interface is list, its child classes are array list, linked list, vector, stack. All these child interfaces and child classes of this collection interfaces, including the list interface, can be used. Okay, and the purpose of these things are to group individual objects as a single entity. Okay, like this, several objects can be grouped into a single entity. That's the purpose, guys. Fine. So next thing is, so how is this list interface different? Okay, list interface is a child interface of the collection interface, and the purpose is same as the collection interface. But how this list interface is different? Here, as you can see in this diagram, under collection interface we have list, set, and queue. Okay, list has some properties that set will not have, and set will have some properties that queue will not have. Right? There will be some differentiation under collection itself. This list is specifically meant for something. What is that difference? What is that specific difference? How the list is different from the other child interfaces of the classes of the collection interface? Thing here is this list interface, the list interface and its child classes. Okay, this list interface and its child classes like array list, linked list, vector, stack uses a concept known as indexing. Okay, all this list interface and its child classes like array list, linked list, vector, stack uses this indexing concept, which is similar to arrays, guys. If you remember in one of the previous videos, I explained about arrays. Arrays use indexing concept for storing the values, right? At index 0, first element of the array will be stored. At index 1, second element of the array will be stored, like that. Similar way, the same indexing concept is followed by this list interface and its child classes. List interface and child classes and its child classes and its child classes uses indexing concept for storing the elements or objects. Here everything is dealt about the objects, guys, right? Here objects. The purpose of the collection interface or list interface or its child classes or interface is to group individual objects as a single entity. Here focus is on objects, guys. Here we are going to use objects, group the objects. Okay. For grouping objects, we have to go for this collection interface or list interface or its child classes. Fine. Here list interface and its child classes uses indexing concept for storing these objects. Okay. For storing these objects. Similar to arrays where the values are stored with the indexing concept. Here in list interface and its child interface, child classes, we use indexing concept for storing these objects. Okay, storing the objects. So let's say how the indexing concept is used. Let's say let's say array looks something like this, right? Okay, so here 0, here 1. These are the indexing, guys. Okay, the first box has the index 0, the second box has the index 1, third box index 2, fourth box index 3, and fifth box index 4. Okay, this kind of indexing concept will be used by this list interface and its child classes. Okay, fine. The first object 1. Let's say you have given some strings. So let's say string is an object, so let's give some strings, guys. Let's say I'm giving some name like Arun. The first object got stored into the index 0. Okay, second object, let's say Varun, is stored into the index 1. Third object Tarun is stored into the index value 2. Okay, again if I give Arun, will it take or not? Again if I give Arun, will this will be considered or not? It will work fine, guys. Okay, it works fine because the reason here is duplicates are allowed, guys. Okay, because of this indexing which is followed by this list interface and its child classes, here duplicate values are allowed. Duplicate objects, instead of values you have to say objects, guys, because in collections framework objects are stored rather than values. Okay, duplicate objects are allowed. So here again, second thing is I'm just giving some duplicate values here. Here Arun and Tarun are the duplicate values. Arun is already there at the index 0 and Tarun is already at the index 2. Here duplicate objects are allowed. Okay, why? Because indexing is there. The first Arun is mentioned with the index 0, whereas second occurrence of the Arun is at the index 3. Since they are differentiated with this index, duplicate objects are allowed. That's one thing. Okay, list interface and its child classes allow the duplicate objects. Okay, duplicate all objects because of this, because how the duplicate objects can be allowed because of this indexing concept. Similar manner, the insertion order is preserved. Okay, insertion order is preserved. This is also possible because of the indexing, guys. Okay, insertion order is preserved. The first added object will be stored at the index 0. Okay, insertion is being done at the first index. The second inserted object is at the index 1. So here insertion, wherever you are inserting, that order is preserved. Arun, after that Varun, Tarun. When you print this value, this object stored into this list or its child classes, okay, they will be printed in the same order in the way that you are inserted. Okay, because the first value stored at the index 0, second value stored at the index 1. Because of this indexing, when you retrieve all these values or objects, when you retrieve all these objects, they will be retrieved according to the insertion order. The way you inserted, the same order in which they will be printed, guys. The reason here is indexing. Because of this indexing being followed by this list interface and its child classes, the insertion order is preserved. Okay, duplicate objects are allowed and insertion order of these objects is preserved. Okay, even though you print, the way you inserted, the same way they will be printed. Okay, because the insertion order is saved or preserved in case of this list interface and its child classes. Fine. So these are the things, guys. Now, next thing is, now you understood what exactly the list interface, it is child interface of the collection interface. Second thing is, the purpose is same as the collection interface to group individual objects as a single entity. And third thing is, it is different from other interfaces of the collection interface by because of this indexing concept. Okay, list interface and its child classes follow the indexing concept. Because of this indexing, the duplicate objects are allowed, and also the order in which you have inserted these objects will be saved or preserved. The same way, when you retrieve, they will be printed in the same order. Okay, the same insertion order will be preserved and printed or retrieved. Fine. Next thing is, this list interface has its own methods. There are some methods specific to this list interface. Okay, there are some methods specific to specific methods of this list interface. Let me show you. This list interface has some different methods. Most of these methods are related to the indexing only, guys. As you can see, you can add an object at a particular index. Okay, if you want to add a particular, if you want to add an object at a particular index, you have to use this add index comma object. But coming to the collection interface, which I explained in the previous video, we don't have that indexing method, guys. Add, only you have to provide the object here. Okay, you cannot decide the index here. A particular place at which you want to store the object is not possible in case of collection, because this method doesn't have the indexing. But from list interface and its child classes onwards, you can use this method, guys. Okay, add of index comma object. At particular index, we can insert the object. Similarly, lot of methods are there, like add all, index collection, remove index, index of, last index of, get index. You see, as you can see, most of these methods are specific to the index only. Index, 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 index. Index specific methods are there in the list interface. Here, set of index. And one more method, that is list iterator. Okay, list iterator belongs to this list interface itself. Here we have iterator method in collection interface, whereas in list iterator, in list interface, we have this list iterator, which is similar to iterator, right? Here, normal iterator. Here we have list iterator. These are the most commonly used methods of this list interface, guys. Okay, so now the next thing here is not only the methods of this list interface. Okay, if you want to use the methods of this list interface, not only the methods specific to the list interface, but also the collection interface methods also will be used. Because why? Because the reason here is list interface is the child interface of the collection interface. That means the methods that belong to the collection interface will be inherited by the list interface. Apart from the methods specific to the list interface, okay, the methods of the collection interface will also be inherited by this list interface itself. So you can use both these methods and these methods when you work with the list interface. But there is a clause. The clause here is, in Java, you cannot create an object for the interfaces. Since the list is an interface here, still we cannot create an object. Let's see. Okay, let me practically show you. If I say list L is equal to new list, if I try to create an object, here new list I am saying. Hover the mouse on this list interface and import it from the java.util, okay, util package. So even after importing also, I'm getting a compiler error saying hover the mouse, it says that cannot instantiate. That means you cannot create object for this kind of list. That means list is an interface in Java and you cannot create object for such kind of interface. Any interface in Java cannot be created with an object. Okay, you cannot create object for any interface in Java, guys. That's the reason we are getting the error. So then if you are not able to create the object, how you are going to access these methods which are specific to this list interface, or the methods which are inherited by this list interface from the collection interface, which is the parent interface of the list interface? The only way is that instead of creating an object for the list interface, Java allows you to create object for the child classes. Okay, so here let's say ArrayList is one of the child classes of this list interface. As you are not able to create an object for the list interface because it is an interface, what we can do is we can create an object for this ArrayList class and assign it to the variable of this list interface, then access all the methods of this list and collection interface. That is the only way, guys. Okay, here variable is declared with list interface type, but the object will be of one of the child classes of the list interface. That is, array list is one of the child class of this list interface. Hence, you can create an object of this array list class and assign it to the variable of the list interface type. Hover the mouse on this array list and import this array list class from the java.util package. Okay. Now, using this object reference L, now we can access all the methods. Okay, it can be the methods of this list interface or the inherited methods from the collection interface, all the things. You see, normal add is there, index with index adding of the object is there, like that. Okay, all the methods can be accessed now. Okay, as you're not able to create an object for the interface, you have to create an object for the child class of that interface and access the methods of that interface or its parent interfaces. Okay. So let's say list iterator is one specific method of the list interface. Let's see whether we can access that. L dot list iterator. You see, you are able to access. Similarly, you can access iterator method also. Okay, iterate method belongs to the collection interface. You can access that one also. Okay, this is only the way, guys. This is only the way for accessing the methods of the list interface or its parent interface inherited methods. Okay, by creating an object for the child class of the interface, we can access those methods. So this is all about the list interface, guys. The next video session, I'll explain about the one of the child classes of this list interface. As you can see here, array list is one of the child classes of this list interface. This array list I am going to explain. In the next video session in detail. And as you know that till now, maybe it may be collection interface or list interface was no, I didn't practically demonstrate all these individual methods of this collection interface or list interface, right? So in the next video session, along with explaining about this array list predefined class, which is the child class of the list interface, I'll also practically demonstrate all these predefined methods of this list interface and its parent collection interface. By creating an object for the array list class, I'm going to practically demonstrate all the predefined methods of the collection interface and list interface as part of the next video session. So that's it, guys. See you in the next video session. Thank you. Bye.